Hello everyone, this is Riten this side. So in this video, I'm going to explain you about why work in a startup, right? So I have a video already on YouTube, so you can go and check it out. But I thought I'll explain this in a much better way. Okay, so on the screen you can see I have this this whiteboard sort of things where I'm going to draw stuff for you, right? So let's get back to the game. Say for example, this is a person, right? You are this person, right? And this is a startup. Okay, so before getting into a startup, this is, say for example, this is your capacity. Okay, this is your capacity. Okay, this is your mental bandwidth. Okay, or maybe your thinking ability, right? So this startup, so they are it's a complex system. Okay, so it's a mixture of a lot of things together. It's a universe in itself. So just imagine a startup is like a new world, new sort of universe, where ideation, creation, selling, marketing, a lot of things happens. Okay, so this is why I have named it a complex system, in order to make it very easy to understand, right? So you as a person, when you get into this, so you make your way, you try to decode the whole system, right? You try to decode the whole complexity, right? In order to understand how things work, you have to do it. That is your job, right? You'll be assigned tasks, you'll be faced with multiple use cases and scenarios, where you have to come out of that. That is how startups are, right? So when you say for example, and when you come out of this stage now, so you'll be a different person altogether, right? So guys, I'm very sorry about the drawing. Okay, so I know this is really bad, but just try to bear with me. So this thing here that you see, so it gets really bigger, right? So it totally depends on you. It totally depends on your curiosity. It totally depends on your performance over there, and obviously how much you're able to contribute, or how much you're able to do inside the whole startup, right? So your brain, which was supposed to be this, before getting into a startup, it eventually becomes this, right? So it is capable of doing much more complex stuff, right? So again, let's take a simple example, right? When you change, to work in a startup, different startup, right? So the same thing, say for example, again you come to this part of the equation, right? So you come to this side of the equation, right? And the complex, this system, this gets bigger. So example, this is startup 1. Okay, now you're going to startup 2, right? So again, they have a huge complexity. They have huge system and a lot of other things into place, right? So you get into in this way, right? And again you come up with obviously you come out here with a much more bigger mental bandwidth, right? So you're getting my point, right? So how startups helps you, and here is the case here, so it truly has to be startup. Okay, so startups are quite different. Okay, I'm not talking about agencies and any sort of small business. Okay, obviously even that thing count, because being a beginner person, whenever you get into a system or say any sort of startup business, whatever it is, it will definitely increase your bandwidth, right? You will learn a lot of things. But in case of startup, the things are different, right? You navigate through a lot of problems, where you'll be given up situations, where you'll be expected to do a lot of stuff, even if they are not teaching you this, right? That is when you are capable of doing stuff, from your own, right? So that is how startups are. That is how crazy startups are, right? So I hope you are able to understand, and this is the reason I tell everyone to go work with startup, or try to associate yourself with a startup. Okay, so I have seen a lot of people, they just try to pretend that they are working in a startup, but they're not actually doing it, right? So don't be that person. Okay, please go be curious about the team, the structure, the product, and say for example, where this product lies currently, what are the business model of it, what are the other products in the similar category, what they are trying to do, and always try to add value to the startup, right? In that way, trust me, you are the person who is learning the most, right? Because eventually, if you're the person that is sitting here, you are going to be, because it's a personal development, isn't it? You are the person who is improving and growing through this whole journey, isn't it? So you'll be in the best position where you can also go and build your own startup in the future, right? So this is one of the advantage when you work with a lot of startup. Okay, and if you ask me if I go back to say 2 to 3 years back, back in my college days, what I will do is I will just go and associate myself with a lot of startup, and try to leverage my network and a lot of other stuff, isn't it? So I hope this video helps you understand, okay, why to work in a startup and how it helps you change your mindset over time. Okay, so this is it. This is it for the video. I hope it helps you. Okay, bye bye. I'll see you again.